Hello, folks. Welcome to Tier 3 Vision. So, today we'll be discussing about subquery concept in SQL. So, this is also one of the most important topic with respect to SQL. And as you know, that SQL is one of the key skill while you have to deal in data engineering domain. So subquery is a concept that allows you to construct complex query. So when we have to deal with big data, or you can say a large data set, sometimes we have to write, you know, complex query like a logic within a query or a query within a query. It's also called nested query or a subquery. So what subquery does, that we have inner query and we have outer query. So that inner query will calculate certain result and pass it to outer query. So let's see that in action. So suppose I have this table employee. Select star from employee to see the content. And as you can see, I have this content in my employee table. Now suppose I want to find out, you can say, those positions, or you can say, I want to find out those positions where my, you can say, salary is greater than my average salary. Okay. So we can do this in two steps. So firstly, I need to find out the average salary using the average function. And second, I can use whatever the result of my this average query, and I can pass that particular inside my select statement. So let's see. So what I'll do, select average of salary from employee. So as you can see, this is my average salary. Now I want to find out those positions, or you can say those names, where my salary is greater than the average salary. Okay. So what I'll do, select f name l name comma position from employee where salary is greater than, I will do 3427133. So as you can see, the result I got. So for your, I'll basically print salary also here. So as you can see that I got it. Now you saw that it's a two-step process. So what we do, will create a subquery. So subquery is a query nested inside another query, such as insert, select, delete and update. So here we'll be mainly focusing on select job. So let's see how we can do this same concept using subquery. So select, suppose I want to do star, or the same thing, select. So where you can say salary, and what I'll do, after salary I'll pass one inner query. So what I'll do, salary where my salary is greater than, and what I'll do, select average salary from employee. And as you can see, both the result the same. So in the you can say previous execution, what I did the same in two step basically process, but here I have created a subquery. So this particular subquery generates the result and pass it to this query. So firstly this will be executed, and after that it will filter only those records where my salary is greater than the average salary. So this is a simple example of a subquery. So sub and you can say in SQL sub or PostgreSQL, it executes the query that contains subquery in the following sequence. So firstly, execute the subquery. Second, get the result and pass it to the outer query. And after that, it executes the outer query. Now another concept is you can say we have in. So what happens that right now whatever the inner query output we are selecting, it's basically you can say it's only a single row output. But when it comes to multi-row output, or you can say this concept will not work out. So for that, when we have to deal with that particular situation, so we'll basically use in concept. So what is this particular in concept? So as you can see that here I'm basically selecting those salary. So as you can see that I'm selecting the average salary from each position. So firstly we'll try to see that what is the output will be getting. After that we'll execute this. So what we'll do, we have selected the position, comma average salary from employee group by position. Now as you can see that it has generated one or more rows. So it has generated 8 rows. So now basically my inner query contains more than one rows. But in my previous case where I was dealing with this average scenario, I'm getting the output in my outer query as one row. So in basically what in help us that when my you can say subquery returns multiple you can say rows, at that time in is used. So when a subquery can return 0 or more rows, so to use that particular subquery we need to use in operator in the where clause. Okay, so as you can see that right now I have one or more rows. So if I'll use that particular you can say greater than or equal to, it will not work out. So I have to use an operator. So what I'll do now, I want to select all the employees where my salary in basically select average salary from the employee. Okay, so when I do, so as you can see that I'm getting all the value where my average salary, as you can see this is my average salary. I'm getting basically everything where my salary in you can say average salary group by that particular thing. So I'm getting same thing, I'm getting tester, engineer. Okay, so through this concept basically you can deal with your output when you're having one or more rows. Now you can do a lot of operations using this particular function. So suppose you want to calculate the second highest salary. So what you can do, firstly you can create, firstly you need to select the maximum salary in the inner query, and in the outer query basically you need to select the max salary where your salary not in, basically not the maximum salary. So suppose my salary is 4 or 5. So firstly my inner query will give me the result 5. Now my outer query will select the maximum salary where my salary not 5. So it will not select 5, it will select 4. So you can basically get the second highest salary using this way also. Although we can do it using rank function. So subquery is a very you can say important an aspect when we are dealing with complex query. So that's it for this video. We'll be covering some more complex query where we'll be using concept like you can say window function with joins, or you can say subquery with exist. So that will be for the upcoming videos. So with that, that's it for this video. Please do like, comment and subscribe. Thank you so much. Good night. Bye bye.